Okay, welcome to the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve conducts monetary policy. What is monetary policy? It's open market operations, it's a discount rate, and it's reserve requirements. And what do those mean? Well, let's go find out. First of all, the reserve requirement is the amount of money that a bank must keep in a bank. So if there are $100 and the reserve requirement is 10%, it must keep in the bank at all times a minimum of $10. The other 90 is loaned out, is invested out, and that's where you get the money multiplier from the other 90. Second thing that banks can do is they can loan amongst themselves. That loan rate is the federal funds market rate. It's usually 1% lower than the discount rate. Both those are set by the Federal Reserve. So the discount rate is the rate, the percentage that banks pay the Federal Reserve to get the Federal Reserve notes, which are also known as dollar bills. It's set higher than the federal funds rate because the Federal Reserve wants banks to borrow and sell amongst themselves rather than go to mom and pop, which is the Federal Reserve, to get more money. So it's set higher. Open market operations. This is selling and buying of treasury bonds. If you want to get money into circulation, you're going to buy treasury bills. If you want to get money in circulation, you're going to buy treasury bills, and you're going to give that cash to whoever's buying it, in this case banks. So hence the money supply is going to go up. If you want to sell treasury bills, you're going to have to collect money, and that's going to decrease the money supply. You got to think about this in your head. It's going to decrease the money supply because you're selling the bills and you're collecting the money for it. Okay, so for example, I want you to look at this, stop the tape, and try to go through it. And I'll give you one to go through. The Federal Reserve wants to increase the money supply. They could do this by what? The reserve requirement. They could do this by, if I decrease the reserve requirement, then I'm going to increase the amount of money in circulation, or vice versa. Or I would then go through all those steps and see if you can get them right. So stop it now. Welcome back. Here are the answers. Make sure you understand this before you get to class, or start with it. Hope this was helpful.